to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Today's theme is mercy for animals. I will speak few lines on the today's theme. Animals plays important roles in our life. Our existence depends on animals. Animals are our friends, companions, and they are also the part of evolutionary process. There are organizations like People for Ethical Treatment, short form is PETA, exposes animals suffering in laboratories, in food industries, in clothing industries. That's why it's our fundamental responsibility to protect the animals. So we will be covering more details in today's meeting about mercy for animals. Next, I'll explain the role for SAA, which we need to. There are the basic rules which we all need to follow in during the meeting. Please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Also rename yourself by prefixing you with your meeting role or with TM or with the guest if you are not a Toastmaster. Please put your mobile phone on silent mode to avoid any distraction when you get a chance to speak. Be cognizant of body movement, multitasking, and background. Use the chat box for any questions or comments. For feedback, send it to one message only to speakers. Please clap or use a clap emotions whenever the control is transferred. When you begin speaking, the correct protocol is that you have to greet the following manner. Good evening, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and a guest. Now, I would like to invite uh, uh, our presiding officer, who is also a happiness coach, um, who is also the part of our happiness coach, and her name is Radha Singh, Toastmaster Radha. So, welcome to our presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devesh, for making this meeting such a thoughtful and provoked by the theme decided by Toastmaster Pratap. Okay, now I'd like to call this meeting to an order. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Let me just take a quick look and see if there are any guests here. Guest, yes. So to the guest, I would like to request if you would like to unmute yourself and introduce in 15 seconds the reasons why you are here. How did you hear about us?
I think we have someone, Sunil. Sunil, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, hi. Yeah, hi. This is Sunil. So my introduction is I'm working professional. And I'm working with one staffing company. And the purpose joining of this group is I want to improve my presentation and communication skill. So that's the reason I'm here. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Sunil. I hope that you get to understand the way our meeting goes and that your presentation and the communication style helps you by being on this platform. Just be with us for the next 2 hours and you'll get a good idea. Next guest Purvansh, if you can unmute yourself and introduce in 15 seconds.
So,
Yes.
So my name is Purvansh and I joined because my father is in Toastmaster. So I joined to hear a speech of my father and everyone's and and I will know everything about Toastmaster if there is some informations.
Okay. Thank you, Purvansh. But you should know that there is a club, the Toastmasters Club for youngsters, and that's the Gavels Club. If you do want to inquire more about it, do take our number and we'll get in touch with the right person. And that platform you can join to find out the details about how to be a member, a young member of Toastmasters Club. Do we have any other guest joining in? Is that all? Yeah, looks like all for us.
You're on mute, Radha.
Most of us, those who've been with the Toastmasters Club for some time, we all know it's a self-paced program, internationally acclaimed and very well recognized. It is a platform which hone your communication skills, leadership skills, and makes you a good public speaker. It takes out all the anxiety we as a speaker have gone through. We've experienced that anxiousness, hesitation, quivering in the voice, and we've all been able to get a good hold on our anxiety and move towards becoming more profound speakers and a flawless speakers. If the guest find our club's agenda and the details more interesting, they can get in touch with our VP membership, who is Toastmaster Vibha. She's today joined us as general evaluator. Everybody takes up a role for the benefit of guest. Everybody gets to take up a role, and roles actually helps us enhance our communication abilities as well. So Toastmaster Vibha is playing a role of a general evaluator. She can help you understand how to become a member of our club. Now, about the theme. Theme is something is very close to my heart. Why? Because I'm a pet lover. And it says mercy for animals. Animals should not require our permission to live on earth for sure, because they were given the right long before we as human arrived on this planet earth. They have been our closest companion for a very long time. And we have dependent on them in terms of food, labor, and security. Look at that. Yet, all over the world, animals are neglected, mistreated, abused, killed inhumanely. Animal activists, for that reason, from time to time, have raised their voice to improve the condition of animals and give them a long-term benefit, security. The government has come up with certain acts, especially I'm talking about India. 2 acts, the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and the Prevention to Cruelty to Children 1960. Both the acts actually help in the protection of animals. And certainly there is a reason behind all these technical part or the written theories or the acts that we have in our system. There has to be a reason. Why do we share this planet Earth with animals, species, other species? Why? And many movies have reflected upon how animals' selfless and unconditional love has helped us become a better human being. I'm sure many of you have watched Life of Pi, where the tiger named Richard Parker and the main character named Pi shared that small boat. Then Hathi Mere Sathi, where elephants were supposed to be your best friend and the elephant was protecting his master. Maine Pyar Kiya, Kabutar, right? The pigeon, being the messenger of 2 lovers. Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, Dog Tuffy. I'm talking about all these Bollywood movies especially, and keeping the Hollywood aside, because there are many based on animals. And you talk about the stories. There's so many stories around animals that enlighten us, that raise awareness why it's important to know that they also have the equal rights like humans. And so to have respect, to have mercy, to have compassion for them. Just now it popped up on the screen, the word of the day, adroit, and the phrase of the day is beating around the bush. I'd like to take the opportunity to say that it is one thing to become an adroit leader, but it's very important to become a compassionate one and to understand what an animal who cannot speak is going through, and therefore be more loving and understanding for their life. Moving ahead, I'd like to welcome our software professional, Toastmaster Pratap, who has picked up such a compassionate title, Mercy for Animals, and enlighten us and raise the awareness around the theme. And his hobbies are reading books. I'm sure he has gathered enough information to share a few other interesting aspects about the theme. Toastmaster Pratap, warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radha, for such a nice explanation on mercy for animal. You covered both happy as well as dark side of animal life. So I will just continue with your thoughts. Let me just share my screen. The greatness of a nation can be determined by the way its animals are treated, said Mahatma Gandhi. Are we responsible enough to maintain the greatness of our nation? Forget about the responsibility. At least, uh, are we at least kind enough to be called humans?
Say that again. Pratap, are you asking us a question?
Yeah. So, good evening, all of you. This is Toastmaster Pratap. I welcome you all to the 239th chapter meeting of Toastmasters Club. Uh, Speaking about the theme, mercy for animal, uh, isn't this a cute picture? Yes, it is. But there is some darker side of this picture. So, in order to understand that, we need to put ourselves in shoes of these animals. So, animal as a friend. Yes, lot of us have pets when we were kids. Animals are loyal companions. As a kid, they teach us how to care about someone else and how to be responsible. So, regarding animal, sorry, there is some lag. Regarding cruelty, animal cruelty is the abuse towards or neglect of animals. It's the it's the simple. Some aspects of animal cruelty involve purposefully putting animals in situations that harm, scare, and terrorize them. As you see in the images, factory farming factory farming exploits animals, cramping them together and abusing them in an effort to boost productivity. Calves are separated from their mothers, merely after hours of their birth and left to starve and eventually die. You can see in first row there are few calves which have died and few are waiting for their death. Injured chicks and chickens which cannot lay eggs are ground to death. So we are abusing animals in all the ways. So entertainment is also one of them. Using animals in entertainment means removing animals from their natural habitat, keeping them confined in cages, and engaging them in unnatural behavior. All for the all for human amusement. Circus trainings are often brutal and dangerous for animals. So, uh, in second row, you can see two images. I would like to share a heart-wrenching story behind these pictures. So, the picture is called Kiss of Judas. This picture shows the owner of the bull. He raised the bull to fight in the arena. He sold him, and so the bull had to fight. As he was wounded and bleeding, he saw his owner watching the fight. He ran to him because he was the only one he knew. Begging for help, he barely made it to his first owner. But instead of helping the bull, he kissed him and did nothing. There is nothing as brutal and disgusting as humankind. So we also kill animals and abuse them for fashion also. Every year, billions of animals suffer and die for clothing and accessories. Skin is torn from them to make leather. Birds are held down while handful of feathers are ripped out of their sensitive skin. And small animals are caged for life before being killed for their fur. And all this cruelty just for a fashion. Deforestation can lead to a direct loss of wildlife habitat. This reduces available food, shelter, and breeding habitat, resulting in confrontation between wildlife and mankind. You will find at least 5 to 10 animals killed in span of 100 kilometers. So now I would like to explain you the agenda for today's meeting. We have two sections. The first half will consist of prepared speeches. Three speakers will attempt to deliver their speeches based on certain objectives, followed by impromptu speaking in table topic session. The second half will be for evaluations of prepared speeches, role players report, and moments of glory. Let me introduce my fellow colleagues who will help me in the control and conduct of this meeting. We have just seen someone who opened the meeting with a lot of energy. Let's have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Divyesh, the Sergeant at Arms for the meeting. To give us the critical feedback of the language that we use, we have someone who is software professional and loves listening music. Let's welcome Toastmaster Subodh.
Hello everyone. Be it animals or be it human, if you want to stand for them, you need to express yourself effectively. And for effective expression, you can expression can be found by appropriate use of words, phrases, and grammars. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything that is said during the meeting and to take note of effective and not so effective usages of grammar. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to present word of the day and phrase of the day. For today, the word of the day is adroit. Adroit means clever or skillful. Adroit is an adjective and it is often used for people or their actions. An example is an adroit leader can give, sorry, an adroit leader can persuade people to follow his ideas. Can someone from the audience give an example of adroit?
In this meeting, we will find many adroit speaker.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. And the next is phrase of the day, beating around the bush. It means to discuss about something without directly coming to the point. So, an example we often see is that whenever a candidate is asked a difficult question, he beats around the bush and does not answer the question directly. Okay, so anybody wants to try this phrase also from the audience?
I can try. Nowadays, Donald Trump looks like beating around the bush after losing the elections.
Can you come again, Toastmaster Vinod?
Nowadays, Donald Trump looks like beating around the bush after losing the elections.
Yeah, yes, right. Okay, so I would like to encourage everyone, all the speakers, to use word of the day and phrase of the day in your speeches. And I will present the report when called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subodh. Now, to keep track of the time, we have someone who is design intern by profession. And regarding animal cruelty, she thinks we should be kind to all kind and not just mankind. Please welcome Toastmaster Hina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratap. Animals are our friends, and as mentioned by Toastmaster Pratap and Toastmaster Radha, that we have to express our compassion and respect and mercy towards them as well. And there are so many lessons that we can learn from them, like bravery, determination, teamwork, and also living in the moment as well. So learning all of this is important, and also how we can apply all of the things that we are learning from the animals to our own lives. As a timer, it is my duty to time the prepared speeches, evaluations, and the table topic speeches. Every speech has a time range that's allotted. When a speaker reaches the finish time, I will display the green card. When the speaker reaches the midpoint, I will display the yellow card, and when the speaker reaches the end of the allotted time, I will display the red card. I will report the qualifying times when called for. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hina. Now, to act as an R counter, we have someone who is an IT professional and thinks mercy to animal is mercy to mankind. Please welcome Toastmaster Swati.
I think having animal in your life makes your life better, makes you a better human. Good afternoon, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. My duty as an R counter is to listen attentively to each speaker, make a note of following sound used by speaker. First one is the crust sound, and second filler words like but, so, well. Third is filler phrases, you know, and so, etc. Okay. When called upon, I'll give a report of this speaking errors. Back to you, Timothy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. Now, as we have a theme Mercy for Animal, I'm inspiring all of you for compassion. And to do so, I will just start with sharing one of my story of compassion. And after that, I would like to hear your stories of compassion. So I completed my schooling from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, which is central government operated uh, residential school. So we had very strict rules, and we were not allowed to pet any animal. But unfortunately, uh, a female dog died of a snake bite, leaving behind four puppies. So they were very small and were not uh, capable enough to survive. So I took their responsibility, and my teachers and housemasters supported me indirectly just by ignoring me. So that was enough for me. And eventually, looking after how I starved for their survival, my friends come forward, and it was after that it was so much easy for me to make them survive. And after some time, the puppies grew bigger and stronger and survived. So that's my story of compassion. And this is not just one story. I have many more stories to tell, but I would like to hear your story now. So anyone uh, wish to volunteer?
I would like to.
Yeah.
So, after this pandemic, I used to feed a dog, female dog. I even named her Princey. So I live near Baner. So there was a female dog that she was very weak. So I thought of giving her eggs and chapatis, which whatever I can afford or I have right that time. Uh, so I found that she was so much scared of human. Like I have gave her food for about 5 to 6 months. Still she was not familiar with me. And so this is a half-ended story, means half-cooked story, and is still pending. I am a bit worried about her. What is going on? Means what has happened to her during this pandemic? My sister is there in Pune, but she also searched for her, but she did not find her. So let's see when I'll be back to Pune. I'll surely try to find her and see where she is.
That's very kind of your Viva. So it is true that during the pandemic, there were so much shuffle going around. So in that, the most suffered creature was the dogs and cats, which were our pets, which we adopted for our own happiness and pleasure. And when we were not able to cater them, we just ignore them. So this is also one of the uh, type of animal abuse. So you did such a great thing. Anyone else would like to share their story?
This is Purvanch. I also want to share my story of a pet.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So I went to my mother's brother's place. So there I found so many rabbits, and then there were some people who were their owner, and they did it. And one day what happened? A dog came near their house, and a rabbit went outside, and after that the rabbit just barked, and after that the rabbit died because of that. I don't know he's still alive or not.
Okay, that's very much kind of you. You are also brave boy. So now let's begin with our first section of prepared speeches. Each project has specific time limit and certain fixed objectives. That's why we call it a project. Each project teaches us some aspect of public speaking, such as body language, vocal variety, or persuasive skills. The speakers will try to learn various such aspects in their speeches. The first speaker will attempt level 1 project 2 from leadership development path. The evaluator for the speech is Toastmaster Santosh. I request Toastmaster Santosh to read out the objectives of the speech.
Good evening, all. The purpose statement of this speech. First, the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to the second speech. Purpose statement 2. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Over to Toastmaster of Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. Now, the time allowed for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, meaning the light sequence is green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7. The buzzer will sound at 7.5 minutes. The speaker is an IT professional and has interest in billiards, reading books, and music. Let's welcome Toastmaster Renu. Title of the speech is Emotions and Intelligence. Emotions and Intelligence, Toastmaster Renu.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
Good evening to the presiding officer, the fellow Toastmasters, and the guests in the room. Emotions and intelligence make a great game. You can either turn it to professional leadership or an amazing performance for the personal self. Let me ask all the folks in the room, how many of you have encountered a real tussle in a situation where emotions have come in the middle, where you really have to work it intelligently, or to be very precise, be adroit in that situation? Yes, Toastmaster Parijat, can you give me an example? Have you encountered such situations?
I think it happens quite often where your emotions begin to overpower what you are thinking. So I think there are plenty, whether work or home, you're dealing with shopkeepers, you're buying good, everywhere, like your emotions start to dominate your thinking.
Absolutely, I agree. These kind of situations we encounter in every single walk of life. In these sphere of emotions, many a times it so happens that your emotions overcome your intelligence. This is a story of a bright boy right from his childhood. He has been excellently excelling in his examinations and passing out with flying colors. Years passed by, and one fine day, he entered into college and managed to get admission in the best college and university of the state. He was very excited and very enthusiastic to walk on the path of his dreams and make it a big success. When this boy was studying, he always not only had career dreams, but he also had a few desires that he very intensely wanted to cherish. Years passed by, and one fine day, this boy asked his father, "Dad, when I pass, will you gift me a Harley Davidson?" The father paused. He said, "Sure. If you are going to study hard, and if you're going to pass out just the way you've been doing all these years with flying colors and get a good score, you will definitely get what you desire." The inspiration and the motivation was on cloud 9 for this boy, because he was going to get something that he dearly desired. Years passed by, and finally, the day of his examinations arrived. Exams were going on, he was doing really, really well. And then the last day of the examination arrived. This boy was dedicatedly studying and giving his best to his examination just for one reason, that he was going to get his dream bike, the intense desire of his lifetime. He was eagerly looking forward to. He went to the college, he gave his exam, and runningly he came back home. in anxiety and in happiness, he was expecting his Harley Davidson to wait in the parking lot. He didn't see anything there. Anxiously, he went running in the room and confronted his father. In anxiety and in happiness, he looked into his father's eyes and he said, "Dad, where is my bike?" The dad looked into his eyes and with a smile, he just handed him a Bible. The boy was disappointed. He said, "What? I am eagerly looking forward to my intense dream of my teenage to ride a Harley Davidson, and you are giving me a Bible? You expect me to read a Bible instead of riding a Harley Davidson?" He was disappointed and very furious, in anxiety. Without saying a word, he walked away out of the room. Before the father could say anything ahead, the boy was not in the father's sight. That entire evening, this little boy did not speak to anyone in the room. The mother, his sister, the father again tried to speak to him, tried to confront him, but in vain. This boy just locked himself in the room and did not speak to anybody. They all called him at the dinner table. They asked him how his exam was and what are his future plans. This boy did not say anything. Days passed by without a single speech, and one fine day, this boy left the house. He left a note in the house saying, "I will earn my bike on my own, with my own job and my own money, which I have got in a university campus interview." The boy walked away. Years passed by. The family wrote him letters. The mother, the father were worried for him, hoping one day he will come back. This boy never replied to their letters and he never came back home. Days passed by. This boy was reading all the letters received from his family but never replied back. And one day he received a letter from his sister. And the letter read, "Dear brother, Dad is no more." He was shattered. He didn't know what to do. The next best thing he could do was rush back home. The boy rushed home and he looked at the room where his father had handed him the Bible a years ago. He looked at the passage where his father taught him to walk. He looked at the lane where his father taught him how to ride a bicycle. He went in that room and searched in the drawers where the Bible was. The Bible was right there. He turned the pages, and on the last page of the Bible, he saw a key. That was the key for his Harley Davidson. And there was a note with the key that read, "Dear son, your bike is parked in the porch behind the house." That's exactly what I wanted to tell you. This boy repented. He ran behind in the porch and he saw the bike was there. The same Harley Davidson, a blue color one with a silver line on it, which he was always wanting intensely. But he was carrying his baggage of emotions without using his intentions and intelligence, that he could not listen to his father. Moral of the story: always deal with patience in every situation, keeping your emotions aside, but in an adroit manner. Else we are just beating around the bush with these emotions. Thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
That was a great narration, Toastmaster Renu, and also big learning for me. Now, let us pause for 30 seconds to write feedback for the speaker. Please share your feedback privately only with the speaker using chat feature. The second speaker will attempt level 5 project 2 from innovative planning with innovative planning. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Manisha. I request Toastmaster Manisha to read out the objectives of the speech.
Very good evening, everyone. So the purpose statement of this project is the The purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer organization. And the second purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience serving as a leader in a volunteer organization. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manisha. The time allowed for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, meaning the lighting sequence is green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, and red at 7, and buzzer will sound at 7.5 minutes. The speaker is supporting pillar of our club and do not need any introduction. Let's welcome Toastmaster Parijat. Title of the speech is I'm not responsible, Toastmaster Parijat.
Am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so timer, you can start. 2019, Saturday afternoon. I picked up my phone after a 30-minute siesta, checking WhatsApp. 34 messages on a usually silent WhatsApp group of our apartment residents. Is everything all right? I'm not responsible for this. If you are so perturbed, why don't you become the chairperson? This was a message from Anil, the chairperson of our housing society. I quickly scrolled up to read the other messages in anticipation of some spicy stuff. Disappointingly, it all started with just a complaint from my neighbor about infrequent and inadequate cleaning of common areas by the housekeeping staff. And the issue just got escalated because there were more complaining voices joining the force. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the Day, and my dear audience, what do you think? Was the society chairperson Anil not responsible for the upkeep of society? While you reflect on this, I also reflected on this, and also on my experience as club officer of our prestigious club over last 1 year. 4 key principles and points stood out for me, which I would like to share with you today. The first cardinal rule is listening. And he's the leader of society committee, no doubt about that. But a servant leader. He is serving the residents. And as a leader, first thing is to listen, acknowledge, and empathize. If he would have listened properly, none of the complaints were personal. They were about the problems residents were facing and they were just seeking help. The identified channel was WhatsApp group, so that's why they were using that. So not only Anil missed listening to what members were saying, but he missed empathizing with their concerns, leading to very convoluted conversations. In the early days of my term as president, a very upset member reached out to me complaining about a misrepresentation from a senior ExCom member. I had to hear both sides, and it turned out to be a general communication gap. Without beating around the bush, I admitted the mistake and acknowledged that ExCom should have been more forthcoming. I believe such openness and transparency in communication always builds good rapport, and that leads to better trust. So as leaders, it's important that you keep sharing ideas, keep transparency, seek suggestions and feedback. Tell people why it is happening, what is happening, and how it is happening. So that if there is any confusion, any miscommunication, that gets nipped in the bud. And the mutual respect and the trust keeps growing. So the second mantra is engage through constant, proactive, open, transparent communication. Sorry about that. Some of you may still be wondering, was Anil responsible? Why I in the ExCom accepted, even though it was just a communication gap? The answer for this lies in the third principle. And that third principle is about accountability. And that accountability is always with the leader. This is subtle but very profound difference between accountability and responsibility. A doer is responsible for doing the things, executing the task to the person accountable. And the person accountable is where the buck stops, who has the ultimate ownership of results and outcomes. Anil in this case was not responsible for cleaning, housekeeping staff was, but being the chairperson, he was accountable to keep the housing society in order. Similarly, president is not directly responsible for how speech shots are filled, or how posters are created, or how guests are treated, but stands accountable for all this and lot more to ensure the club runs properly. But by being accountable, a leader is already taking a lot of beating. Is that the reason why someone wants to become a leader? But leader needs to keep going. And for that, needs to find some motivation. And unlike formal leadership, here there may not be any tangible or material gains. So one needs to find something intrinsic, some internal motivation, that kernel of joy, that satisfaction that keeps you going. And once you find that, you will find time, priorities, and ways to execute things. When I speak to people, a lot of people say, I'm not ready to be a leader. In a volunteer organization especially, it is not about hierarchy. It's not about experience. It's not about glamorous designations. It's not even being adroit. It is purely about desire, drive, and interest. And that is the fourth aspect, that one needs to be allured by such an opportunity. And for me, that came because I was cherishing the means to give back to the club that I'm learning from. And also getting those 10 minutes every week to speak whatever comes in my mind and experiment. Though the leadership opportunities at our club are limited, I interacted with many amazing people, including all of you, practice cliche time management, coordination, collaboration. However, for me, the four principles lead became important. Listening, L, engage through communication, which is E, accountability, A, and D, the drive towards being the role. So I encourage all of you to experience leadership in volunteer organizations, wherever possible, NGO, apartment, college, Toastmasters. It will just help you discover the better leader in you. So go ahead and take the lead. Over to you, Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parijat. That was a great speech. I got to understand 4 aspects of leadership from your speech. Now, let's take 30 minutes of time to give feedback to the speaker. You can use chat feature to give private feedback to the speaker. Now, the third speaker will attempt level 5, project 3 from presentation mastery path. The evaluator of the speech is Toastmaster Radha. I request Toastmaster Radha to read out the objectives of the speech.
The purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his growth during the completion of the entire pathway. The second objective is for the member to share the aspect of his growth during the completion of the pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, and good luck to speaker Prashant, Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radha. Now the time allowed for the speech is 10 to 12 minutes, meaning the lighting sequence is green at 10 minutes, yellow at 11 minutes, and red at 12 minutes. The buzzer will sound at 12 and a half minutes. The speaker is salesperson by profession and rider and long distance runner by passion. Let's welcome Toastmaster Prashant. Title of the speech is TM through my lenses. TM through my lenses. Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you, Pratap. Guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Am I visible
Yes.
as well?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
using my mobile tethering. There is no power. Power has just gone. So if in case there is distortion, please manage. And I'll switch to the power once it comes. I can start my timer. I would like to share my screen. You have to stop. Yeah, stop.
Yes, I've done that.
Correct. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Perfect. A timer can start the time. Dear presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and wonderful guests, very good evening, good afternoon to each one of you. Toastmaster from my lenses. Everyone has a story to tell why he joined Toastmaster, how he is doing, where it started from, and how it is going on. I also have a story to share. And I also have my journey of last 26 plus months, which I would like to narrate to each one of you and navigate through what I learned, what was my personal learning through this last 26 plus months journey. It's been 26 plus months. I'm with the Toastmaster Club and with BTMC from day one. So how it started, around 2.5 years back, one of my colleagues told me that there is some club by name Toastmasters, and these clubs help you to improve your communication skills. These clubs helps you to improve your presentation skills, and this club has different variations. They call you on a podium, they call you on a stage, and they ask you to speak on any topic. And I was very fascinated to listen to this. I came back and Googled about Toastmasters, and the nearest club available in my area, my vicinity, was Bane Toastmasters Club. I went and visited one of the first meetings as a guest, and I so enjoyed that meeting. I was so happy to see such club, because you know what was the best part of Toastmasters Club? Every individual gets an opportunity to speak, whether you are seasoned Toastmaster, you are role player, you are guest. Every individual at least gets those 15 seconds of round robin to speak, and guest gets another time introduction and feedback. And I was so excited. Wow, I mean, this is what I was missing, and I should join this club ASAP. I evaluated a couple of more clubs and narrowed down on BTMC for multiple reasons, for all good reasons, which I'm still carrying. And then that is how BTMC started. And I still remember Sandesh Bangar was the VP membership at that time. And then I still remember my first role, first speech. And I'll tell you how it was. It was like learning to ride or learning to drive. Guys, everybody has experienced this in their life. When you're learning to drive, you keep both of your hand on steering. You look at side mirrors, you look at rear mirror, you look at front mirror. You always remember in your mind A, B, C, accelerator, brake, clutch. And that whole experience is you are so cautious about everything. This is what happens when you join Toastmasters Club and you come on a podium. You are so cautious about your body language, your intonation, your choices of word, your eye contact, your gesture. And then on top of it, you have to remember your speech as well. This whole experience is like driving a car or learning to drive a car. But as you move forward and as you graduate or as you learn more in a Toastmasters Club, you start realizing the way you learn car, subconsciously everything works. You handle your steering by one hand, your legs are working on ABC, your accelerator, brake, and clutch, and then you are changing gear. Similarly, you become so confident on your stage presence, your body language, your hand gesture, your intonation, your choices of words. And for that, do you need to put extraordinary efforts? No. Just go with the flow, attend meetings, take up roles, learn from your peers, learn from your colleagues, and you are through. That's the beauty of Toastmasters, which I have found when I joined that club and what I am today. Second important aspect which I learned and which I discovered, what is that one thing you get scared of? Anything, just in quick 5 seconds, what is that one thing you get scared of while public speaking? When you go in front of public, what is that one thing you get scared of?
Making mistakes.
Okay, thanks. I have done my own study on this. I follow Noel Harari, and he wrote a lot of revolutionary books. So, what is that one thing you get scared of? Staring eyes. Trust me, guys, the bottom line of every public speaker or everybody who goes on a podium to speak, he's most gets scared of staring eyes. I'll give you an example. You walk into a podium, you walk into an auditorium, empty chairs, you go on a podium and you start giving your speech. Will you feel anxiety? Will you feel nervous? Let me tell you, no, you will not feel. You will be much confident in front of speaking in front of empty chairs. But now you enter into same auditorium, another situation. There are 100 people sitting, but they have their back towards you. They are not looking at you. Let me tell you, you will still not feel that nervous. You would be still able to deliver the speech. You will be still able to confidently speak. Now, all these 100 people are looking at you. That staring looks gives you that nervousness. And where it is coming from? This staring looks, if you look at 10,000 years back or 20,000 years back, our great ancestors or great grandfathers, before farming revolution, they used to survive on hunting. Hunting was the only source of food they had. And when they used to go for hunting in deep jungles, they used to get scared of staring eyes from the animals. And they never used to kill animal who is looking at them, staring at them, because they used to get scared of that animal. And that those staring eyes from those time, from animal to human being, are so much imbibed in our system that is so much part of humankind's DNA, irrespective of religion, irrespective of region, irrespective of geography. Any speaker gets scared of staring eyes, and this is the only reason. But then when you join Toastmasters Club and when you start experiencing that public speaking, you abolish this fear of staring eyes. And trust me, it works. As you progress in your Toastmaster journey, again, do you need to do anything extra? Do you need to do anything special? No. Just go with the flow. Be student of the entire process. Start delivering your speeches in pathways, take up roles, and slowly and steadily. It is such a conducive atmosphere Toastmaster Club brings that you will start abolishing this fear, and you become so confident facing people, irrespective of occasion, irrespective of event. It could be in your college, it could be in your office, it could be in your society, or it could be in any family gathering. You start getting scared of those staring eyes. So just a recap, these are few of the projects, not all, I have delivered. Evaluation and feedback, mentoring, effective body language, research and presenting, know your communication style, persuasive speaking, managing difficult audience, project management, speak professionally, panel discussion. These are my top picks. I must have given 20 plus speeches in my last 26 months. So what is that one learning I found so exciting in Toastmaster journey, so relevant in Toastmaster journey, is you become detailed oriented. It says, guys, when you understand, you don't need to remember. As simple as that. You don't need to memorize when you understand something. So while preparing for those 10 to 12 minute speeches, 5 to 7 minute speeches, you study, you you do analysis, you research, and then it becomes part of your knowledge system that you can hold discussion on any particular topic for which you have already given the speech. I can speak on emotional intelligence, I can speak on 5 a.m. club, I can speak on meditation, breathing technique, fitness, or whatever, or plane crashes, or whatever speeches I had given here, project management, reinvent yourself in Corona. Just because of one reason, I have done enough analysis, because I had to give speech in front of 30 people, in front of 20 people. And that is where it helps you to become detail oriented, which is one of the best qualities any professional or person should have. I would like to take this opportunity to thank a lot of people. I have seen 5 XComs in my 26 months journey, and Radha is the 6th presiding officer, president. I started when Toastmaster Chetan was the president, then Toastmaster Shivam, Toastmaster Sanjay, Toastmaster Tanisha, Parizad, and now Radha. I would like to thank each of Toastmaster member, each of my friend, each of my colleague for their teaching, for their learning, for their support, for their encouragement. And such a beautiful family, extended family we have. I remember Toastmaster Amit chasing me till 30 minutes of nomination closer for one of our first humorous speech contest. He said, please nominate, you can do it. Toastmaster Parizad always pinged me on one-on-one chat. Such a great leader and human being. He always encouraged to take roles, to take some or other task. Then I met so many friends: Toastmaster Sanjay, Toastmaster Ajay, Yatin, Tushar, Vaibhav, Gitika. I'm Radha. Sorry if I'm missing some names. So many friends I made in Toastmasters journey. And then, guys. This is such a beautiful journey I had for last 26 months, and I still feel this is just beginning. Just be part of the process. No need to do anything extra. Trust me. Just be part of the process. Be student of this entire ecosystem, and you will find so many changes, so many difference. I mean, your entire outlook towards public speaking will change. Your entire outlook, the way you come on stage and the way you represent people will suddenly change, which is my personal experience. The way I look back before 26 months and the way I am now. Yes, there are a lot of room for improvement, which will follow. I would be taking pathway 2 now, which I already registered, Perseus speaking. But yes, be a part of process, and there is way to go. Looking forward for continuous learning, guys, with each one of you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. I will take up your suggestions as learning, and I hope I too will master communication skills as you have. Now, let's take a pause of 30 seconds to write feedback for the speaker. Please share your feedback privately only with the speaker using chat feature. Now, let's have timers reports. Toastmaster Hina, can you please give us the exact timings for the 3 speeches?
Yes. Toastmaster Renu took 7 minutes 18 seconds. Toastmaster Parijat took 7 minutes 26 seconds, and Toastmaster Prashant took 11 minutes 30 seconds. So all speakers are qualified. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Hina. Now, let's cast our votes for the best speaker now. All speakers qualify for the voting. Use the poll feature to cast your votes.
It's not launched yet.
It has been launched. I can see the votings as well.
Yeah, it was launched.
13.
I could vote.
Yeah, 13 people have voted so far. And that's 14 and 15. Yeah, everybody has voted, I think. Thank you. Parijat, were you able to vote? Can you confirm?
No, perhaps maybe because I logged in as host earlier, so maybe that's why I'm not seeing that poll option.
Okay, you can send me your vote through the chat. I'll
That's all
consider
right.
that.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, shall we proceed?
Yes.
Next part of the first section is to test our ability to think fast and speak impromptu in the table topic session. The table topic master for today's meeting is Toastmaster Vinod, who is product advisor in Cummins. Let's welcome Toastmaster Vinod.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pratap. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and guest, very good evening. I'm Toastmaster Vinod, your table topic master for today's meeting. For the benefit of guests and everyone, let me explain about the table topic session. So we have two parts in table topic session, which is impromptu speaking. And the first round is round robin, where each one of us will get the time, 15-second time to speak on the topic. And in the table topic, where few of us will get chance to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, attempting impromptu speaking as a table topic help us to develop the 4 skill. I would say like LTOD. L for listening. I'll mention the topic twice and you have to listen it very carefully. T for thinking. You have to get all points together. O for organizing. You have to organize the thoughts in the like what you are going to speak in beginning, middle, and the end. And finally, delivery. I urge every speaker to use the word of the day and phrase of the day during your speak. Okay, so for round robin, what I will do, who will help me, timer can help me with flashing the screen for the 15 seconds. So for round robin, I will begin with a story and I shall speak for the 15 seconds. I will stop when 15 seconds are over and buzzer will there. I will call out the next speaker and speaker have to take the story further. And every speaker has to speak for the 15 seconds, not less or not more than that. I also request all participants to keep their videos switch on for this session. So if timer ready, shall we start? All right. So one day I went to the jungle safari with my friend. Our guide took us in the forest and telling the story of animals. We were interested into the tigers and lions when they were, and the guide was not able to locate any. And suddenly we saw the tiger was behind us. Now, Toastmaster Parijat.
We saw a tiger, and the tiger was crossing our path. We were all terrified. We thought we will be excited to see the tiger. I was trying to pull out my camera because I'm a photographer. And by the time the tiger had already moved.
Toastmaster Radha.
When tiger moves, you know what happens. He might be moving in the right direction or the wrong direction. If he moves in the right direction, then you're saved. Wrong direction, you're attacked. Save yourself with that big attack and embrace yourself with a lot of hope that something different might happen.
Toastmaster Hina.
Yeah. Okay. So while everyone was clicking photos and Toastmaster Radha telling us about right direction or wrong direction, I am just sitting in the Jeep and observing what everyone is doing and thinking what I should do. Maybe take out my phone and put an Instagram story.
Toastmaster Santosh.
As I saw the tiger and tiger saw me, both we try to understand each other, and tiger say, "Who are you?" I say, "I am also animal. The difference between that, you and me, I'm social animal, and you are wild animal.
Renu.
When you see a tiger right in front of you, let's not just run around and beat around the bush. Let's be adroit enough to take the right decision.
Okay. Prashant.
By hearing this story of tiger from Vinod and Parizat, I was very excited to spot same tiger. So I've been to same forest which was in Karnataka, Dubare, along with Purvansh, and we were taking twist and turn in across the jungle, but we could not find any tiger. Maybe I was carrying tiger with me.
Swati.
So next week I'm going for a jungle safari. So I'm not going to bush around the bush, bit around the bush, and I'll just enjoy my jungle safari.
Purvansh.
Yes. So in Karnataka zoos, everything was bushy, and trees were covering everything. As we cannot see the crocodile, not the squirrel. We did not even see anything. I hope the tiger was behind us, or in front of us, or in the right direction, or in the left direction.
Okay, thanks. Manisha.
I can recollect my journey to Ranthambore, and the only thing that we got to see were the paws and not the tiger. So I would have really been excited if he could have seen the tiger, and I would have really told him that, yeah, I'm sure you're not looking out for me. So the guide also told us we should go after the tiger has had his lunch so that he's not tempted to have another one.
Vibha. Vibha, you are on mute.
I'm so sorry. Okay. So in order to see the same tiger again, I went with Toastmaster Prashant to see the tiger. So we roam around here and there, but we didn't find any. But suddenly, out of the blue, we saw a herd of tigers running towards us.
Okay. Toastmaster Subodh.
Our tour guide saw that many tigers are approaching us. Our tour guide was adroit, and he took a piece of meat and threw at them. And the tigers had a very high jump and caught the piece of meat.
Guest Sunil.
Yeah. So, I know I know the fact that whenever, like, if you face any, any animal or tiger, they come to you, they attack you, just look into their eyes. So definitely, if you look into that, you can scare, you don't need to run, and, so this way you can save yourself. So.
Okay, that's
That's
great. Did I miss anyone? If I miss anyone, come forward. All right. Okay, so I think we're done with the round robin session. Thank you for participating. So let's take a break. So much time we have, Toastmaster Pratap? 2-minute break?
Yes, we can have.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. So let's take a 2-minute break. It's 5:14, and we'll come back at it 5:16. Thank you.
Master Viva, who is general evaluator for today's meeting. She will take us through the evaluation session.
a minute. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latam. So I'm Toastmaster Ribha, playing the role of general evaluator for this meeting. As a general evaluator, my task is to evaluate the prepared speech and the meeting in general. This evaluation round is divided into three parts. First is wherein the evaluator comes and evaluate the prepared speeches. Second section wherein the role players give their report. And the third part would be my observations, my findings throughout the meeting. So moving ahead, let's start with the first round of this general evaluation section. The timing sequence for this round is 2 to 3 minutes. So green at 2, yellow at 2:30, red at 3 minutes and 30-second grace, after which you will be disqualified for the voting. Okay, so we'll begin with the evaluation round of the prepared speeches. I request Toastmaster Santosh to evaluate Toastmaster Renu's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. General Evaluator, Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest. Good evening. And a special good evening, Toastmaster Renu. Story are the one of the best tool to teach hard lessons to anyone, no matter you are kid or old. And Toastmaster Renu, you use the story as a tool to tell what is the difference and importance of intelligence and emotions. Your story and speech was so emotional. I was lost in your speech, but I recall my duty as a evaluator. I highlight 3 points here of your speech. First, structure-wise. It is one of the perfect speech in terms of the structure. In your speech, there is a clear opening, body, and a powerful conclusion. You start your speech with asking the question, because emotion and intelligence, the two words are very contradictory. People are always confused or unstate of mind on these two topics. And you then develop a story of one boy and father, and finish your story with emotional note. Second, your voice modulation. In throughout the speech, your voice was not monotonous. There is your tone up and down on the basis of the emotions, especially when you said, "Daddy, will you give me the bike?" That is the perfect example of the voice modulation. Third, hand movement. Your hand movement was great. In the story, your hand movement helped to create the picture of character in the mind of the audience. Now, I have the two recommendations to make this story next level. First, when you deliver the speech and you want to make a point, then you try to lean toward the screen, stay some time, and then back. In this way, you can make a point. You could have used, you know that, what was in the letter? Second, I have noticed many times in your speech, many occasions that you hold your hand this way. This is a negative posture. You always keep your hand open. And this tells that you are how much you are confident on your content. If I have summarized, well written, well narrated, fulfill the objective of speech, add my two recommendations, you would be the adroit speaker. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. Now, moving ahead, I request speech evaluator Toastmaster Manisha to come on virtual stage and evaluate Toastmaster Parijat's speech. Toastmaster Manisha, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm there. So let me tell you that when I read the title, I'm not responsible. I thought what a negative title it is initially. But after listening to Toastmasters Parijat's speech, I could very well say that, it's not about embellishing your speech with words that hardly make sense to the audience, because communication is not what is intended, but what is understood. So let me give you some points, the commendation, what something that I really liked. So Toastmaster Parijat, your topic itself invoked a lot of excitement. I'm not responsible. I really liked your hand gestures and voice modulation. The speaker did convey the message very well, spoke with confidence, maintained a lot of eye contact. And there were certain use of words like servant leader, use of the phase of the word, phase of the day, that is beating around the bush, nipped in the bud, an open and transparent communication, talking about difference between accountability and responsibility. All that was very good. And I really felt that a simple experience that you had was framed into a wonderful storytelling, which also gave certain solutions to problems. And you tried to bring in humor and information in your style. What I would recommend basically is that you may like to engage the audience more in your story and make it more interesting, and see that the audience is there with you. Say, for example, when you talked about thinking that whether the head of the society is responsible for housekeeping or not. So there can be addition of more of drama when you say, is actually somebody really responsible for housekeeping? Is he only accountable, or is he responsible too? So probably that would have interested the audience more. If you would like to challenge yourself more, I would say maybe you can start with a question, engage the audience hardly for a 10 to 15 seconds of the time. And the interaction with the audience would again bring in that the audience is with you when you are giving your speech. So I think to summarize, what I would say that the title was quite well thought. The storyline was really very good. You did a wonderful job with the non-verbal language and voice modulation and the tones. And you also tried to engage the audience, but I think posing some more questions or asking for experiences from the audience itself would make it more engaging and interesting. So that is all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manisha, for this wonderful evaluation. Now, lastly, I request speech evaluator Toastmaster Radha to come on virtual stage and evaluate Toastmaster Prashant's speech.
Okay, can I start? I need to put myself on. Am I there on the screen? Can you put me on the spotlight, Santosh?
You are on the
You're already.
I am already there. I can only see Vibha for some reason.
I think you can yourself put Radha yourself on spotlight.
I can't do that actually.
You can. Just add spotlight, yeah.
No, it's okay. I think let's begin. Toastmaster Prashant, what a great delivery on the pathway completion. Congratulations. First of all, achieving a great milestone like completing your pathway itself is a tedious task, and it's a great achievement. So congratulations on that. The two objectives, reflection on your path, and the second one, your own growth journey. And you clearly met them. Let me just go through the parts that I really enjoyed listening to your speech. And before I actually begin, you became the advertiser of my Toastmaster Club. For all the guests, those who've attended today, I do not have to go back and say what is really working in Toastmaster and what doesn't work, because you clearly shared it all. The first thing that I like is the great analogy that you shared of becoming a confident driver and how you take control of your speeches, and without being so much conscious, you know how to ride from this side and have the gear on the left hand side. That was a great analogy there. The second thing that I liked is those staring eyes. We all know that how we get intimidated by the people looking at us and what they might be thinking about our speech. So you clearly eliminated, talked about it, and gave the audience a bit of more confidence that how this has helped you overcome of these staring eyes. The third one that you spoke about was the learning, detail oriented. When you're preparing for a speech, what are the details that being a speaker you need to ensure that goes into a practice, and you repeat that over and over again to ensure that you give your best and then leave the rest. We know that from a good speaker, we want to be a great speaker, and there is a continuous learning process. There is a one recommendation for you, for such an eloquent speaker that you are, that make your ending a bit more crisp and make it more powerful. In the end, I just felt that the last 2 minutes were a little bit dragged in repeating the same thing again, that how thankful and how much of your gratitude towards the club there is. You could have made it more crisp there. To summarize, a great delivery, met the objectives very clearly with one recommendation. I am sure that you can be an inspiring speaker for so many others. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Radha. Now, I would like to call the timer, Toastmaster Hina, to give the timer's report for the evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vibha. Toastmaster Santosh took 3 minutes 9 seconds. Toastmaster Manisha took 2 minutes 22 seconds, and Toastmaster Radha took 2 minutes 54 seconds. So all evaluators are qualified. And over to you, Toastmaster Vibha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hina. Now, so may I request the Sergeant at Arms to launch the poll. So, and I request everyone to vote for the best evaluator. I hope all are done with the voting. So let's begin with the second part of the evaluation, that is the role player report. So let me call Toastmaster Hina, let me call the grammarian Toastmaster Subodh for his crisp report on language evaluation.
Toastmaster.
Subodh.
Yes. So, beginning with the good usages of sentences and words. So the list is very big. There are many good usages throughout our speech, throughout our meeting, but I was able to capture many of them. Yeah, following are the words and sentences. So first is be kind to all kinds, not just humankind. Cater, flying colors, overpower, repent, and cardinal rule, convoluted, imbibe, which means consume, cup of tea, ecology, uh, one phrase like social animal and wild animal, embellish means beautify by adding something, eloquent, which means fluent, and there was some usages of figure of speech I have seen in a couple of speeches. One is dearly desire. So the figure of speech is alliteration, and another was by Toastmaster Parizat, some spicy stuff, and this is also alliteration. By adding such figure of speech, uh, the words become more catchy and memorable, and it also creates a good impact on the audience, and it embellishes your speech basically. And there are some usages which are not so correct, I would say. First is it's the simple. Uh, Actually, it should be it is simple. Next is has applied the feedback. So whenever has, have, or had is followed by a verb, the verb should be in the past participle tense. So in this case, it should be has applied the feedback. And next is friends come forward. So this was used in a context referring to the past. So it should be friends came forward. And one more is the two topics. Actually, someone mentioned two topics. It should be two topics for plural thing. And the word of day and phrase of day were used by many people, like Toastmaster Parizat and Toastmaster Swati, Toastmaster Radha, Toastmaster Renu, Toastmaster Santosh. So overall, I was very happy by excellent usages of words for the meeting. Thank you, everyone, and apologies if I have missed someone here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Subodh, for such a detailed report. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Swati for her report as a grammarian. Over to you, Toastmaster Swati.
Yes, Toastmaster. Toastmaster Viba, just give me a second. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so I have used UFO format for our counter report. So for less than 5, we have Toastmaster Parijat and Toastmaster Parijat and Toastmaster Renu. For yes, sorry, for less than 5, we have Toastmaster Radha, Toastmaster Parijat, and Toastmaster Santosh. And for 5 to 10 category, we have Toastmaster Divyesh, Toastmaster Hina, I myself, and Toastmaster Renu, Toastmaster Manisha, Toastmaster Vinod, and guest Sunil, and Toastmaster, yes. And for greater than 10, we have Toastmaster Pratap and Toastmaster Shubodh and Toastmaster Vibha. Okay, so that was the report. So back to you, Toastmaster Vibha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. Now it is the time for general evaluator report. That is my report, my observations and findings throughout the meeting. So let's begin with the first role player of the meeting, that is Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Divyesh. So you started the meeting on time, read the mission properly, spoke on the theme, read out the rules, and the best thing I appreciate about your role as a Sergeant at Arms is that you have utilized the complete 3 minutes allotted for this role. So job well done. Now, moving ahead, the second role player, Toastmaster Hina, as a timer. So you spoke on the theme, explained the rules, the card details properly. You have utilized only 1 minute during your introduction part, but overall 90 seconds is allotted to each role player. So I would like to recommend you to utilize the complete time frame allotted to you for this role. Overall, sincerely done your job. Kudos to you. Thank you so much. Now, moving ahead, Toastmaster Swati as an R counter. You have explained your role well. UFA format was good. Your report was crisp. Just, I would like to give you some recommendation, like you have used the UFA format, but not explained properly during the introduction part of it. You have also not mentioned the flawless speaker, if there were any, or if there aren't any, you should have mentioned like there were no flawless speakers during the meeting. Also, I would like to tell you, like you can add a tip during the introduction part of the of your role. Tip related to how to reduce those crutch words, crutch sounds, and filler words and all. Overall, apart from that, job well done. Kudos to you. Now, coming to the grammarian's report. You have explained your role properly. You have introduced the word of the day and phrase of the day in the meeting. You have also posted the word of the day and phrase of the day into the chat window. That is commendable to you. So you done a great job, encouraged others to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. So just a tweaking on recommendation. I would like to say that the encouragement to the guests were a bit less, I feel. So that would be good if from the next time you can, in between, means like before table topic session, you put a message on the chat window asking guests to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. Really, so overall outstanding job. Kudos to you, Toastmasters Subodh. Now, moving ahead to the table topic master, Toastmaster Vinod. You explained the role and benefits of this round very properly. Explain the LTOT concept as well. Ask for nominations in chat window frequently, and come up with an interesting topic. Some of which are related, and I even faced those scenarios. So very related topics to the themes. You also encourage speakers during the session to speak more on the topic. So no recommendation for you. Job well done. Thank you so much. Now, presiding officer Toastmaster Radha, you were energetic, checked for the guest and took their introductions as well, talked about the benefits of Toastmasters, and even introduced the VP membership to our guests so that they can connect back after the meeting in case they have any queries related to that. You gave prelude about the team, give a story around them, and so that it helps to build the context of the meeting. Job well done, exceptionally well. Kudos to you. Now, coming to the evaluation section. So all the evaluators, they have followed the CRS approach, that is commendable, recommendable, and summarization at the end. And so all the evaluators, they have given the wonderful recommendations to the speaker, and I hope that these recommendations will surely help the speaker to become a great speaker from a good speaker, as Toastmaster Radha has mentioned in her evaluation. So no as such recommendation for the evaluators. All good, everything was perfect. Now moving ahead to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pratap. So it was an amazing theme, somewhere related to most of the Toastmasters. You were on the time throughout the meeting, means I have attentively looking at the timing of the Toastmaster of the day, and you were just always on the time. Come up with even during your discussion of the theme, you come up with the statistics, like in span of 100 kilometers, at least 10 to 20 animals are killed. You tried involving guests, involving Toastmasters by asking their experiences in the meeting. And one more thing I would like to highlight, you have used the presentation, which was, means in that you have used less words and less slides. That is very commendable, Toastmaster Pratap. So overall, job well done. I would just like to give a small recommendation, as this is your first role as a Toastmaster of the day. Just practice more with your content. So I have seen you in between, you are looking at the notes while talking about the theme. So that would be good if you prepare well and come up with more confident. So apart from that, everything was good. You were on time, you did your homework well, and it was good. Now, finally, I think I haven't missed anyone. Now, coming to the end of the meeting. So I would like to say the meeting was, I had a great time participating in the meeting. So let us now applaud for all the role players and evaluators for their wonderful work today. And that was my report. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, for concluding remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viva, for the great evaluation session and feedback. I would take up your recommendations to improve myself. Now, we will vote for the best role player of the day. Now, till now, I told you in what way we are abusing animals, and now I would like to tell you how we can be a human. That is how we can ease animal lives. So these are few things like love your pets, don't ignore them, rely more on veganism. If you have ordered something, especially when it is a non-veg food, make sure you finish it, and prefer synthetic leather and fur. Provide food to animals in need, be conscious of your actions, and most important, put kind back in mankind. Because kindness means to see all with same loving and caring attitude. It states that one should treat every living being with generous heart, irrespective of the eligibility of other person or creature, and to be a human again with we need to put as I said, we need to put kind back in mankind. Now it's time, it's time for moments of glory. Let's invite our presiding officer to give away the awards, and to close the meeting, please welcome Toastmaster Radha.
Just give me a couple of seconds until I update this the certificates.
Yes, sure.
Okay, done. Yes, I'm back. What an interesting session. Getting back to the theme, mercy on animals. There's an interesting book that I've read, and actually I shared with a group of students that I was working with, and it's called Animal Farm, a book by George Orwell. It's a book published in England, and it's a sarcasm on Napoleon regime. And the way that the book moves, and it talks about that how farm animals actually rebelled against their own master, and they did exactly the same thing humans were doing it to them, caging it. So they were just putting all the humans to the cage, not giving them enough food, and not giving them enough ventilation, bed, or whatsoever. So it was about how animals also need to be equal, free, and happy. With that, I'd like to bring the session towards the presentation and the certification ceremony with everyone's votes. Our best speaker for today is, let me share the screen straight away. Toastmaster Renu.
Thank you.
Can we have a picture just with Toastmaster Renu? Toastmaster Hina? Can you do
Yes.
that? Can you eliminate all of us and keep?
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, Toastmaster Renu.
Thank you very much.
Let me know when the picture is done. Okay, great. Moving on to the next one. Best table topic master is Toastmaster Manisha. Toastmaster Manisha, congratulations. Can we do
Yeah, I will need her to be spotlighted.
okay. Have you spotlighted?
Not really, no.
Not yet. Wait. Let's see if I can spotlight her. Spotlight for everyone.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes. Great.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, getting there actually. I'm getting the hang of the technology and speaking parallelly, like Toastmaster Parijat said in his speech. You get to learn a lot in the role once you've been. Okay, so now, best role play. is Toastmaster Vibha. Congratulations, Toastmaster Vibha, for doing such a fantastic evaluation. Are you switching on your camera for the picture?
Yeah. Can we please spotlight Toastmaster?
Yeah, I'm just doing it because it just keeps moving up and down. Is she there in the spotlight now?
Yes. Done.
Thank you. And yeah, that's me. Thank you for your appreciation.
Can we please spotlight Toastmaster Radha?
I don't know how to spotlight myself. Add, replace. Okay. Is that good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Done.
Okay. Today I've got one special additional certificate and award, and that's for our very active participation for guest Purvansh. Purvansh, are you there? Yes.
We have to spotlight him.
I am going to spotlight him. Here's the spotlight. Congratulations, Purvansh.
Thank you.
The picture is done.
Okay, thank you. Stop share. I personally had a very enriching session, and I hope you all had the same feeling like me. So many beautiful speakers lined up, and then the role players, and we get to learn from each other. With this, I'd like to adjourn the meeting, and let's take a group picture with everyone's camera on. Like I said, that I've been this is my second week in the role, and I'm learning how to be an efficient role player. And I would need your support and cooperation every single meeting to ensure that the meeting runs smooth. So at the back of the screen, a lot of work goes behind. Can you now see it in the gallery thing? Is this looking good for you?
Yes. Yes. Done.
Thank you. Okay, we can have the fellowship if we want to stay back and share a couple of minutes. We've actually finished the meeting 15 minutes before, so
Radha, you can stop the
efficient.
recording as well. Pause.
Thank you. See, I've told you that I need people.